everybody. Welcome back to Atlanta and Company. Life University scores big in the classroom by impacting social change. It's also soaring big away from the books thanks to its robust athletics program. Here to explain is Director of Athletics, Dan Payne. Dan, how are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Good to see you. Of course, we do know everything. Life University has been on the show before talking more about their academic programs, but today it is all about sports. So talk to me as athletic director. It's got to be such a fun job.
It's a great job. It's a great job because we get to work around sports, obviously, but we get to work around 250 student athletes, 18 to 23 years old. So it's a great age range, and we're growing.
Yeah.
Where everybody in the department has signed on for expansive growth. We've got 15 sports now in the undergraduate university setting. 15 varsity sports. 3 years ago we had 4 or 5, and now there's more growth coming in the future. So.
And what are those sports?
So we've got. If you need all 15 sports listed off the top of my head, we have 9 women's sports. We have women's cross country and track, bowling, swimming, soccer, volleyball, rugby, and wrestling.
Really well, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking for a prompter.
There we
go. So now we'll go back to our men's sports. We have basketball, bowling, rugby, soccer, swimming, and wrestling on the men's side of things. And we'll see how many I missed on the women's side.
No, there we go. And then we have just pictures, of course. Well, talk to me. You mentioned this tremendous growth. And what is some of the exciting changes going on in your department? I saw soccer's coming next year.
Sure. We have soccer. Volleyball we added this year on the women's side. Next year we have men's and women's soccer and women's basketball being added.
Fantastic. Yeah. And then the women's sports right there. Now, I understand that rugby is actually, you're one of the top rugby programs in the country. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we have a long history of rugby. In fact, we have almost 30 years worth of history, and even prior to it becoming an Olympic sport now, there was a varsity rugby program at Life University, so we kind of got on the front end of that movement. And now we get a lot of national exposure. We're on NBC network television every June on an event that we're fortunate enough to be a part of. But
that's great.
With it in the Olympics now, we have men's and women's rugby at Life as well.
That is terrific. Okay, for those of us, namely me, that don't know much about rugby, what is the actual, how is it different from, let's say, football?
Sure. So it's nonstop action. It's continuous. The ball always has to be passed backwards.
Okay.
If you substitute somebody out, they're gone for the game. So there's no interchange. You have to have, it's 80 minutes of nonstop action.
No wonder you guys are so fit and strong.
What you'll see in the Olympics is 2 7-minute halves. That's a different version. It's about on the same size of a football or a soccer field, and it's 7 against 7. Just nonstop action.
Nonstop action, and you said it has to be thrown.
It always has to be passed backwards.
Okay.
Correct.
Well, I was a center for my sorority football team, so if you ever need any help, I think we have a picture of that back in the day.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I was actually pretty good.
Okay, I'm sure.
Snap
I'm not
like nobody's. Do you have a center?
No, we don't have a center. No.
Okay,
no.
And look at that. I mean business when I'm out there. Okay, listen. I look at my knees.
That's great.
Look
you
how
have
strong,
really
look at my
strong
quads.
legs there.
I
That's
know,
great.
exactly. All right, let's talk about the facilities there. What is that like?
We have great facilities. We're expanding our facilities all the time. We're adding a synthetic turf field to go along with our soccer. Obviously, we already have our rugby.
Yeah.
And we have 2 full-size gymnasiums, full strength and conditioning center, all of the amenities and training facilities that you would have on any major university campus.
Terrific. And what about scholarships? Any availability there?
Every single one of our sports is a varsity sport, and they all have scholarship opportunities.
Wonderful. So if you want to learn more, of course, the website is right there.
Yep.
Tell me also, you have a female athlete and fitness conference that's coming up next month?
Yep, that's coming up November 7th, 8th, and 9th, and that has to do with everything revolving around the female athlete, from conditioning to nutrition, chiropractic, strength and conditioning, everything that would go into for the female athlete or female fitness enthusiast even.
Wow, so that's great, and that's coming up November 7th and 8th.
Yep.
And for more information, again, just sign up at your website right there.
Yep, that's it.
Terrific.
Femaleathleteandfitness.com, and you get a $50 discount if you use the LifeU code.
Awesome. LifeU in all caps. Now, I understand that there's a rugby move that you wanted to show me, having learned that I was a center on my powder puff team.
Yeah, we're going to improvise a bit, but so because the Olympics are on NBC next summer, and now with rugby being an Olympic sport, we're going to try to educate everybody on when the ball goes out of bounds, the way that it's played back in rugby is through what's called a line out. So we're going to bring some demonstration out here. If you guys want to,
hey fellas,
just jump in the spot right here, guys, and we're going to show. We'll have somebody lift up. There'll be 3 people, and now
this thing.
Yeah, so You guys can go ahead and do your thing, and I would be standing out of bounds, and this is to start play back inbounds when the ball goes out. So go ahead, guys. Don't hit your head on any of the lights.
Be careful. This is really exciting.
There we go. And then they'd throw the ball in like that and drop it down to you.
Wow, that's incredible.
Do we have time for you to do one? Do you think you want to try? Let's try it. Let's do.
I don't.
See, you have jeans on. We'll try.
Golly,
just stay really tight core.
Wait, tight core?
Yep.
How about
tight core?
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's gonna lift me up by the booty.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
So and then. Careful with your heels. Make sure you let her down softly, guys.
Wait a minute, like lock my knees or don't?
You're gonna want to stay straight up and down like an arrow. There you go. Except your hands are gonna go up, and I'm gonna throw you the ball.
Of course, got this.
All right.
All right.
So you're gonna count to 3, and on 3, they're gonna lift you up.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Up.
Oh God
Almighty.
Almighty. Okay.
There you go. Boom.
Yes.
Perfect.
Got it.
Oh,
awesome.
Great job.
Thank
Good
you, guys. Yes.
Great job.
Yeah,
that was great.
Feeling, I didn't think anybody would drop me. Good job, guys. Good job. If you would like to learn more about the robust athletic programs offered at Life University, please give them a call at 770-426-2616 or simply log on to liferunningeagles.com. That was fun. And this segment was paid for by Life University.